You got a Scrum Master interview coming up and you want to nail that? I'm going to show you what to do.
What's up? I'm here for my interview.
First off, you're probably not going to talk like that. You're probably going to use that fake voice.
Oh, hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. Yes. Thanks for the opportunity to interview your company. I've really been looking forward to it.
Nah, I'm kidding. Don't do that mess either. Relax. Be yourself. You've prepared for this. I'm going to show you how to get through this interview. I've trained hundreds of Scrum Masters and I've interviewed a whole lot of them as well. These are the top 3 questions that you're going to be asked in a Scrum Master interview. So they're going to hit you with 3 types of questions. Let's look at each one. Technical, situational, and behavioral.
Can you describe the difference between the burn down chart and a burn up chart? One goes up, the other one goes down.
Wrong. The burn down chart simply tells us how we're tracking against the stories that we've committed to for this sprint. The burn up chart, on the other hand, shows us how we're tracking against completing the full scope of stories in our backlog. You're going to need to be ready for a range of these types of questions in your interview. Stick around until the end. I've got a nice surprise for you that's going to make sure you nail this interview. Okay, let's move into a situational interview question.
Imagine one of your team members is consistently missing sprint commitment. How do you address that problem with that team member?
He's just grabbing by his collar.
No, don't do that. Although I have seen that happen in the workplace. No joke. Okay, so this one involves a bit of emotional intelligence and some empathy. Also, a dose of common sense. Generally speaking, people want to do the right thing. You first need to assess the situation. The person could be busy with other projects, or there could be something going on in their lives. You don't know. The first thing to do is bring it up to them and make sure they're aware of the problem. Try to find a solution with them, and if they're unwilling to talk and unwilling to work out a solution, then you might need to take it to their manager. Okay, let's look at a behavioral question.
Tell us about one of your experiences where you had to influence stakeholders or leadership to adopt agile or Scrum practices.
Okay, don't panic. Here's a simple tool for answering these types of questions. It's called the STAR method. It stands for situation, task, action, and result. Situation. I once worked for a CTO who also thought he was a chief product officer, but he couldn't tell anyone on the team what the product actually did. So what was my task? Well, my task was to try to get him to hire someone to lead the product and actually be a product owner, or to get him to act as a product owner for a period of time. Action. I created a user story framework and got him to sit down with the team and fill that out so we could actually have a baseline level of user stories. Result, for a period of time, he acted as our product owner. See? Not too difficult. Okay, so there's actually loads of questions that they could ask you, and it really depends on the type of organization they are. Is it a big corporate? Is it a startup? Is it a government organization? Depending on the type of organization it is, they're gonna tailor their questions to make sure you're a good fit. So I told you I have a little surprise for you. I've created a Scrum Master interview question and answer guide. It's filled with sample questions and answers so that you can study and make sure you're prepared to nail this interview. Check out the link in the description. Best of luck, you've got this.